Because our dream was always to bring the full 5v5 experience to the touchscreen generation. And it wasn't enough for us just to do 5v5. We wanted to do 5v5 well. We wanted to do it to a standard that is entirely unapologetic, whether it's in terms of graphical performance, design depth, strategic depth, and the overall feel of the game. So it's pretty exciting to be here today, having worked on that now for years, optimizing the engine, building the underlying technologies, building the characters, the environments, the animations to make this possible. It's not done yet. We're not yet finished. We're at best at an alpha stage. But we are about ready to show you guys what we have been working on. Because even if I say so myself, it's pretty special. Here, I'm going to need your help. Because Captain Nito, our Chief Creative Officer, the same guy who unveiled Vainglory on the Apple stage, is actually not here today because he's still at the lair in California at our offices, putting the finishing touches on 5v5. But perhaps with your help, we can conjure him here. We can summon him to tell us and show us what 5v5 is all about. For that, I'm going to need your help. And this is where we need to work together. Because we need to get loud, but get loud in an organized way. So, 5v5. 5v5.
Traveling to Hanoi.
5v5. 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 Take it away, Captain Nito!
Hi guys, Captain Nito here, Chief Creative Officer at SEMC. I am so sorry that I am not there in person, but I'm betting you guys will forgive me. I'm only back over here, deep in the trenches, because myself and the SEMC gameplay devs are putting the finishing touches on Vainglory's 5v5.
Look out, world! Trace is here.
I also bright play off beard with a gluten-free cookie, so I could have this opportunity to share with you all the secrets and crazy stuff hidden behind closed doors in our newest and long-anticipated multiplayer game.
Attackers incoming.
Are gluten-free
30
cookies tasty, you might be wondering. The answer is no. No, they are not. They're off just weird. I had this whole speech planned out where I was going to use all this video talking about the graphical upgrades you'll experience firsthand, because there is just so much. The new map weighing in at over 3 million polygons, the hundreds of animated actors, the new turrets, the gorgeous lighting. But I know that these are visuals so powerful that they easily speak for themselves. So, instead of rambling...
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Hiya!
Enemy contact.
Oh, it's cool, man. It's cool. Oh my god. I didn't turn fast enough. Oh my god, he saw me.
Back to work.
Push them back. The enemy is laying claim to our objective.
Objective lost.
Damn.
New defense point. Objective B.
I've sighted the enemy.
Well, it's still defending not that.
Soldier 76, reporting for duty.
Oh. And I'm right.
Back to work.
It's a perfect day for some mayhem.
Not bad.
We need to defend our
Guys, see night.
Complete.
Totally.
Score 0 to 2.
Totally. Man.
Switching sides. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Started with that core principle in mind. Both veterans and new players alike need intuitive controls and much more tactical information in 5v5 than in 3v3. To solve some of these problems, we took a unique approach. All players will play from left to right. This is done by clever mirroring of the art and camera even when you play from the opposite side.
Isn't it the same?
This allowed us to be more generous to the space and readability of the minimap, making it bigger and richer while having the confidence that for all players, enemies will still appear on the more empty right side of their screen. Don't worry, for those of you used to the minimap on the other side, there's an option to switch it back. But try it first. Play it and tell us what you think. With such an expansive battlefield, we quickly realized that our tried and true scout traps were no longer the most effective way of placing vision. 5v5 introduces a new vision item called the Scout Cam. While they don't explode like their Scout Trap counterparts, Scout Cams are more reliable, they live longer, and are harder for enemies to clear, giving them a much better feel for such a large battlefield. All players can place them using Scout Totems automatically included in their inventory. And yes, for you captains out there that love seeing it all, your Scout Cams can be upgraded to increase their charges, durability, and vision range. Wait, how much more time do I have?
5, 4,
Okay,
3,
okay, damn.
2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
Enemy contact.
Enemy turret ahead. Enemy turret ahead. Enemy turret's not gonna bother us anymore.
Fucking.
Enemy turret neutralized.
Big fuck. That finger.
Enemy turret within my sight.
Man.
We're all soldiers now.
And reach it.
Use caution.
Oh my god. Oh no.
This will protect us.
Me. Do anything?
No rest for the weary.
Ah, fucking zero limbs. Suck.
I've got you in my sights. Enemy turret.
60 seconds remaining. Double kill.
In range of the objective. Form up on me.
Oh man.
In range of the objective. Form up on me.
I'm on fire!
Objective A captured. Commence attack on objective B.
Use caution. I've reached the objective. Let's coordinate our efforts.
Turret detected.
Patched up. Anyone need some healing? This old dog's learned a few tricks.
Oh, I have.
Game on!
Tactical visor ready for deployment.
Enemy turret ahead! Enemy turret's not gonna bother us anymore.
I've got you in my sights. Use caution.
I will watch over you. We still need you. Enemy turret ahead. Watch yourself. Gemeinsam kämpfen wir.
Use caution.
Take the point. Don't worry, I got it. Enemy turret ahead. Watch yourself.
Enemy turret.
Double kill. Round 2 complete. Score 2-2. Prepare to attack.
Fuck man.
Select your hero.
Suck. Hmm.
I will protect the innocent.
that we didn't just have our standard analyst desk. We wanted to have super evil devs, not only here on the analyst desk, but also on the caster desk once we get into the games. So it's my pleasure to introduce my analysts for this show as well. It's going to be Iraqi Zoro, it's going to be Sweet J as always, and we will be joined by very special guest, Playoff Beard on the desk. This is a big moment, Playoff Beard. This has been a long time coming.
Yes, thank you for having me. This is easily the biggest moment in Vainglory history since launch. I cannot wait to get on the rise.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
I need healing.
The objective is mine.
60 seconds.
Join me if you
Quiet
will.
healing. I am power.
30 seconds remaining.
Time is running. Hit the attack. That's how it's done.
It's your strike.
10 seconds.
Make every second count.
Flames from above. I am on fire.
Overtime.
Taking the objective.
30 seconds remaining.
We're running out of time.
Commence attack on
Everyone,
objective
Attack
B.
now.
We're all soldiers now.
Ten seconds remaining.
Make every second
I
count.
will watch over you.
Then
Огонь по готовности. Stop this vorbei. Enemy spotted.
no rest for the weary.
Round 3 complete. Score 3-2. Switching sides.
Up to 120 FPS, that results in amazing,
That's-
uncompromising experience. And you gotta feel it, you gotta play it, you gotta know what it's like. And I'm so excited to show you guys.
Yeah, and as Christian said, our journey was only half done with 3v3. We honestly had to wait for the technology to catch up. We had to wait for devices to come out that could handle 120 frames per second, could handle the graphics, could handle everything that we can do with our console-grade Evil engine. So that moment's come. The time is now. We can now release 5v5 the way we always wanted to.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is about time that we stop chatting on the desk. You're sick of our chin wagging. We want to see some 5v5. It is my honor to pass it up to our casters. And on the desk, we're going to have Ziken, we're going to have Excoundrel, and let me throw it over to Humanist.
Woo! Thank you very much, Munchables, and all of the hard work that SCMC has done to provide this 5v5 experience. You know, I'm just going to...
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Wait, why am I staying
Defend
here?
objective A.
I have found the enemy. Come and face me.
Oh, Whoa! Oh fuck!
Enemy's taking the point.
I don't
Time
quit
to show
till
my
the fight's
skill.
done.
Clear the point. All systems checked out.
Meteor strike. I've got you in my sights.
Oh no!
Protect object.
Meteor strike. I've got you in my sights.
Objective lost.
Knock me down and I'll
New
keep getting
defense
back
point.
up.
Objective B.
Oh, my bad! It was a stupid mistake. Oh, I needed to stay at a certain range on the Pharah. Oh no. No, my bad. It was all my fault. Ah. Not like this. It's all my fault.
You see occasionally on the Halcyon Fold, but the great thing about it is because the river increases your moves, you always have another engage potentially, but no.
Yeah. Because you can have two captains in the mid lane, because you can have two anything in the mid lane, that river allows you to run to both of those side lanes, to make ganks, to make plays, to roam across the map, be more diverse with your strategy, be more diverse with your tactics. And that is something that the Sovereign's Rise opens up.
Little acro bounce starting off, but a 3v1 situation. Have you overstepped yourself? Yes, you have! Ozo's down! Looks like we're going to be tied up 1-1, but Sparkling Rain caught up. Ordain, suppressing fire comes in from the lane. He can hang out back there. Healing Flash, Sparkling Rain, can he get back? But you don't want to go down right here. Gary flexing his might here on this Grace coming through. Benediction in, saw. Rody run back, bud. He'll get a Vanguard and gets out of that one.
Eco going 1v1 with Elements right now.
It's all across the map. You got more players. There's going to be more deaths. Elements, one attack. You can't run away. Eco's got him.
Goodness me, Eco in the mid lane on this Celeste. Taking Celeste, obviously in the mid lane, shorter lane. But the importance is that it's a little bit more risky now laning. There's so many different ways that junglers can impact the game. You can gank from the top, you can gank from the side. Hell, you can even gank behind turrets if you really wanted to. It's just not something that you get to see in 3v3. Junglers have that many more options available to them, and it really opens up and exemplifies some of the skills that Vainglory has on its heroes. Imagine playing Glaive, coming into this mid lane with 4, 5, 6 different ways to gank the lane. And so many options and so many decisions that you have to make as a player. That tactical diversity that SEMC wanted to create, it's true, it's here. And it really has an impact.
Copycat onto Gary. Gary's going to pop that healing flask. He should be able to get away. Now, Zekan, I know you're one of the guys that talked early on about proxy farming in 3 versus 3. We actually saw Gary going behind the turret here, doing a little bit of work. As far as the Scoundrel talked about, ganking lanes, you can come from any angle, but there's a lot more things you can do like that proxy farming.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so many different strategies you can go with. Proxy farming, while still effective on 5v5, it is a little bit risky. There are more enemies that can collapse onto you, and even though you might be able to draw some enemies, you have to make sure your teammates are across the map taking advantages elsewhere.
And speaking of those minion waves, the new captain minion inclusion allows you to properly control your minion waves. In 3v3, there was limited ways that you can control the minion wave. You could freeze, you could push that minion wave, but realistically, you know, there really wasn't that much level of control. In 5v5, you can get a slow push going, you can set up for a split push. You can have 2 lanes pushing at the same time where you siege another lane. The depth of minion wave control in 5v5 is unparalleled.
No, why did I get...
finds one, goes in for knee on fire. He's gonna respect the turret, but a suppressing fire comes in from downtown. A lot of damage coming out here. Looks like, oh, river shops are going to be spawning in just a moment. Now, this is another important strategical point across the map that's going to be on both sides. Zekin, can you break that one down for us?
Yeah, absolutely. River shops spawning both the top and the bottom river on the sides, across the boss pits. And one of the great things about them is because they spawn at 5 minutes, the early laning phase is undiluted. If you are able to push your enemies out of lane, they still have to recall. They still have to go back to purchase to heal up. But now, with the river shops spawned, you can go shop in a river and have a much better time.
Those river shops opening up allow you to be a little bit more aggressive in terms of where you want to purchase those items.
3, 2, 1.
Eh.
Round 1.
Oh.
Capture the objective.
Oh, gay boy. Woohoo!
And she's back in the game.
It's hand.
There we go.
Oh my god. Fuck good. Oh my.
Well, that just happened.
Jesus.
Group up here. Take the objective.
My ultimate's ready. Let's do this.
Something.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Time's up.
My ultimate is ready. And I will shoot you.
Oh. Oh my god.
Group up with
Back
me.
in the fight. All systems checked out. I'm back in the fight.
Join with me.
My ultimate
Understood.
is ready.
I cast this forth.
Oh.
My will.
Gemeinsam kämpfen wir.
Nothing
vorbei.
The power of destruction.
Yeah, line up like.
Back to work.
Join me.
It's a perfect day for some mayhem.
Allow me to repair the damage. Fire at home. Огонь по готовности.
Holy dooly.
Oh, fucking outplayed. I don't know what I can do and outplay.
Best round lost.
وريهم قوتك.
Score 0-1.
Hang out. Got fucking outplayed.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
My ultimate is charging.
Oh, oh shit.
Much better. This goes for you.
Oh my.
The objective is
I still have use for you.
This one's for you.
Gemeinsam kämpfen wir.
Fire in the hole. Ready for a shot.
My ultimate is ready. Let's go.
Wait a second. Maybe I play this
No
in.
one can hide from
True
my
self
sight.
is without form.
That's healing.
My spirit is strong.
I will watch over you.
My ultimate is ready. Get over here.
Fire at will.
No one can hide from my sight.
Tranquility. I know the doubts that plague you.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
Fuck man.
Get ready for
I didn't expect that.
Gemeinsam kämpfen wir.
Oh man, I'm dead. Fucking dead. Yeah, too many bodies.
Open your mind.
Am I fucking outplayed?
No, they kinda did. No, like Hana did.
Because there has been so much action. Neon going in onto Soldier.
Yeah, you're done. There's no way you get out of that one.
Again, I like it when Saw dies. I'm an anti-Saw player.
Wow. Well, to be fair, Soldier's Goku's going like Crystal Saw, not quite as effective at pushing war, but for those team fights, he's sitting at range, using that suppressing fire. Saw Crystal Saw might be good in 3v3 on the Halcyon Fold, but in 5v5, when he has teammates to protect him, he is a menace.
Yeah, you've got these true hyper carry compositions that you can pull out. Eco being one of those on this Celeste. And again, there's so many different types of compositions. Split pushing, team fight, siege, hyper carry, early game, late game, heavy jungle
Neon
invade.
from the side, almost take elements down. He gets peeled off by Copycat. Copycat, you're gonna be in a bad place, but they're diving under the turret right here. Fearsome Shade has split this fight apart. Copycat's in deep, but look at it, the lifesteal on this Ozo, plus the breaking point stacking up, a little acro bounce to keep it in position. Gary, he is that tanky support on the front line, will be able to get out of here for his team. It's only one player that's gone down thus far.
Yeah, and you were saying those 5-man CC chains, they're possible, but that being said, you have 4 teammates backing you up.
Yeah, and again, it's so difficult to follow action. Sparkling going in onto this turret, taking huge amounts of damage.
They want the turret, but the Fearsome Shade will peel them out. The Fountain's used, keeping him alive just for a second. Copycat, you gotta get back. You will not be able to do so. Too much damage output, and look at the crit coming through here. It's actually nice to see a Ringo.
Hey, Ringo OP, bro.
Out on the map right now. And Sovereign's Rise is a thing of beauty at this point.
And going to push on to this mid lane turret. Right now, the blue side have been making good effective rotations around the map. Again, this is something that you can achieve in 5v5. There are true rotations. We talk about rotations in 3v3, but realistically, they're just from jungle to lane. Now you have rotations around objectives. Now you have rotations between lanes. You can group up and take turrets as a unit and look to exploit every single lane as a win condition.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the great things is, watch Team Sovereign. They're running around the river. It might seem like they're not doing much, but they're dropping those scout times, getting that deep vision, making sure that when they want the objective, when they want Ghost Wing, they can go take it.
Both these teams very apprehensive right now. No one willing to commit because of kind of the onslaught that can ensue. That's a scout cam into Black Hole for the red side. They're going to keep tracks of that objective as Sparkling locked up.
A lot of strategical vision plays down. Sparkling Rain will use his boots to get back there. So defensive gauntlet down, Neon Fire, he's in deep, Ringo, a lot of damage, but a squishy hero, he's peeled off, the Ardent stays alive, drops back in with the Vanguard, and Solar Storm tears on through, Sparkling Ring still alive, but Acro Bounce comes in, the core collapse will peel Copycat off, big benediction in! Gary.
1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
I have found the enemy. My ultimate is charging. My ultimate is charging. My ultimate is charging.
Back in the fight.
True self is without form. My ultimate is ready. We are losing the objective.
Objective lost. New defense point. Objective B.
Get behind. Earthshatter, ready. There is disquiet. cycle begins anew.
Justice reigns up! Gemeinsam kämpfen wir! Dein Schutzengel ist da!
Walk in harmony. Bask in the shadow of doubt. Experience
Double kill. Team kill.
There is chaos within you. You are your own worst enemy.
Heroes never lost.
A temporary setback. Our objective will soon belong to the enemy.
60 seconds.
Heroes never lost.
Adversity is an opportunity for change. You gonna want to take you around?
Switching sides. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
And we're immediately able to turn the game around.
And they have that big team fight buff that Ghost Wing provides. That's
This is a long respawn. Have these guys ended this game right here, right now?
Right here, right now, Humanist.
Oh my goodness, it looked like this was going the other way. They defend on a sliver of health, they turn it around, the respawns are too late, and they've done it. They've won the first game of 5v5. Vainglory. That was a lot of fun.
I barely knew what was going on, but I can darn hell tell you I enjoyed myself. I mean, just the depth of strategy that you can achieve in 5v5 over 3v3 is just incredible. 3v3 is a great game mode. It has built this foundation for Vainglory, but 5v5 has taken it to another level.
Absolutely, you saw the split push. You saw a single Glaive saving his team from destruction. It could have been terrible for them. They could have lost the objectives. They could have not gotten any turrets, but Glaive, he forced the enemy team to recall, and it was fantastic for them.
It really was. I mean, we saw huge plays coming out of the Grace. We saw huge plays coming out of Trogdor on that Glaive there, peeling, getting the heals. These guys, there was a lot of faith in each other as a team overall.
And you just saw how impactful those game-ending buffs are. That's the point of these huge neutral objectives. They are supposed to be game-ending. We barely had time to talk about the jungle because how much action was packed into that game. But Ghost Wing, you take it, it gives you the opportunity to straight up end the game.
All right, there was a lot of action. We need to catch our breath over here.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
Help me!
Time to raise my DPS. Bailing out.
Get ready for a shot.
The objective is mine. Be quick about it.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
Enemy turret destroyed. My ultimate is charged. I'm going to shoot you down.
The battle continues.
Suiting up.
No one can hide from
Game on.
Yosh! Enemy turret destroyed.
APM number
Gemeinsam kämpfen wir.
Time to be young to die. Join me.
Healing enough.
Group up here.
No one can hide from my sight.
Enemy turret ahead.
Not one. Nerf this.
Onwards to victory.
Commence attack on objective B.
Attack the objective. Enemy turret. Sniper, don't get caught. Last time. I'm not a good loser. Bailing out.
Double
Detected.
I'm taking the point. Heroes never die.
I'm not a good loser. I'm securing the objective.
victory.
Ed, use caution.
Play of the game.
Experience.
Double, triple kill.
Here, home. And I want to make sure when you guys play this game that the V in 5v5 stands for vainglory.
Words that I can live by, my man. Thank you so much for joining me here on
Thank you.
stage. Another round of applause for Chainsaw.
Thanks, guys.
Right, we are going to send this one back over to the desk with Munchables because I think you guys are ready to see some more 5v5 action.
Thank you so much, guys. So much insight coming out from Chainsaw. We really do appreciate you being here. Now, let's talk a little bit more about 5v5 because we have some all-star games coming your way. We're going to be seeing the pros get their hands on it in just a couple of minutes. But before we get into that, I want to ask you, Playoff Beard, this has been a long time in the making, not just for the players that, you know, it was announced a while ago. Everyone's been getting excited. You've been at SCMC for what, 4 years now? This has been a long time coming. This must feel like, it must be unbelievable that you're finally here.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredibly gratifying. I'm most just happy that the players get to be in this experience. We've co-created this game together. We've evolved this game together over time. And I think, honestly, what I was probably most thinking about as that